Slaven Bilic has urged Jermain Defoe to come back to his home at West Ham. The England striker, who hugged terminally ill Bradley Lowery before kick-off against Swansea, is available on a free transfer this summer after relegation with Sunderland, and Bilic is among the managers queuing up to take him. Jermain Defoe looks set to leave Sunderland in the summer as he will be available on a free transfer. West Ham boss Slaven Bilic is determined to bring former star striker Jermain Defoe back to the Hammers. Hammers boss Bilic wants the veteran as one of 3 signings with the X-factor who can make a difference in his squad. Bournemouth are also in the running for him, and Bilic expects the top clubs to take a punt on the 34-year-old too, but Bilic's trump card is that Defoe started his senior career as a Hammer. Bilic said, "Defoe is a very interesting player. Even those big clubs are thinking about him as a backup, or whatever. But this is his home. Like every other team who wants to improve, we will spend on 2 or 3 players. We don't need squad players because this season has shown that even now with 10 injuries we will play Liverpool with a good team, and we also have a few players out on loan that we can use. We have got to get the players who can make a difference." Other players Bilic is look at include Daniel Sturridge, who he faces today when Liverpool arrived at the Olympic Stadium. The England international applauds the fans at the Stadium of Light after their 2-0 loss to Swansea City. West Ham are looking to strengthen their attack in the next transfer window after lacking in firepower this season. Wilfried Bony is another striker who is struggling for regular games recently, while Napoli winger Dries Mertens is an option to add pace. Bilic admits he must look at players looking to revive their career instead of those at the peak of their powers going for mega money. He said, "We are going to have to take some risks because we are not a Real Madrid or a Manchester United. They can get a player who is no risk and just say, 'Get him here.' We can't do that. Either you take a risk on players who have possibly made it in a lower league, as somebody who did it 2 years ago and then maybe had a little blip and you hope he's going to do it again. Maybe he's a little injury prone or who is a strange character. It is hard for us to get those who are a 10 out of 10. Jermain Defoe is also being lined up by former side Bournemouth, who prepared to sign him on a 2-year deal. He said, "That was our plan at the start of this season, but we have been unfortunate with injuries. Before the Tottenham game, one didn't feel safe, even thought after beating Swansea people were saying we were okay and on holiday. But look at Palace, they are on 38 and they are in trouble. We didn't play the game just to screw Tottenham, it was cherry on top for us. But it would be my dream to win something. So wouldn't it be great to have our own party? Yes, that's what we want." Arsenal players will be donning their West Ham scarves when Slaven Bilic's side hosts Liverpool tomorrow in a match that could have major ramifications for the Gunners' top 4 hopes. To have any hope of qualifying for next season's Champions League, Arsenal need Liverpool to drop points in either of their 2 remaining fixtures and to beat Sunderland and Everton. The Gunners kept their hopes alive with an impressive 4-1 win at Stoke, Olivier Giroud scoring twice and Mesut Ozil and Alexis Sanchez scoring the others. Victory moved Arsenal within a point of Liverpool, and the Gunners will now be praying that West Ham can continue their recent 5-game unbeaten run when Jurgen Klopp's side visit the London Stadium. Rob Holding told Sky Sports, "I had my West Ham scarf on when they played Tottenham, so I'm sure I'll have it on tomorrow. He won't be the only one roaring the Hammers on." Whilst Giroud was still insistent that Arsenal's focus was on claiming wins from their 2 remaining home games, he admitted he will be roaring on the London rival. Giroud said, "Obviously we have to do the job by focusing in our games, but to be honest with you, I will be a big fan of West Ham tomorrow. They have all my support. We have to do the job first and then see about the other results after." We're going to keep the faith and keep fighting until the end. West Ham have already spoiled the part for one of the top six, beating Tottenham 1-0 last week to effectively end Spurs' title challenge. Arsene Wenger added on Sunday's game, "One of the qualities of the Premier League, which we have seen again today, is that historically there is a pride in every team to give their best until the end of the season.